Alright guys, we got some quick parlays for UFC Fight Night in Paris. First parlay, 3 under parlay, under 2.5 for Zerafarin, Jacqueline Cavalcante, under 2.5 for Nora Canole versus Jocelyn Edwards, and under 2.5 for Farid Basharat versus Clayson Rodriguez. Really expecting violence in these fights. See how that turns out. 5 over/under parlay, under 1.5 for Uzdemir versus Guskov, over 2.5 for Fiorat versus Namajunas, under 2.5 Gon versus Spivak, over 1.5 for Gomez versus Kimuri, under 2.5 for Charrier versus Zacchini. Obviously expecting violence on the Charrier fight, the Gon fight, and the Uzdemir. I think these are pretty self-explanatory. And for Gomez and Kimuri here, and Fiorat and Namajunas. Um, yeah, well, just really expecting the fight to go the distance for these. Um, just Gomez really doesn't get a whole lot done. So we'll see how that turns out. Four fight does not go the distance parlay. So again, expecting violence on these four fights. The Uzdemir versus Guskov, Gon versus Spivak, Saint Denis versus Moises, and Schurier versus Zacchini. Four fighters to win parlay. These are just expecting Spivak here, Uzdemir, Basharat, and Cavalcante. 6 fight early prelim parlay. So this is just 6 picks I got here for the early prelims. Cavalcante, Basharat, Cronole, Lusa, Lapalus, and Sherrier. Obviously, mainly going with the favorites here, except for Cronole. So we'll see how that turns out. Luce here, one of the other dogs other than Cannoli that I was kind of looking at was Riss McKee. Really coming to this fight pretty confident. So we'll see how that turns out. 4 fight outcome parlay, Cavalcanti by KO TKO submission. I think she's gonna get it done. Basharat by decision. I see that fight going the distance. Spivak, I see him taking Gon down to the ground and ground and pounding or submission or subbing Gon. Uzdemir by KO or submission. I, I I really expect violence in that fight. And last here we got a 2 dog Hail Mary parlay. Riss McKee by KO. As I said, I could see him getting some damage in there. And Giannis Gamuri. Again, I was saying that you don't see a whole lot of action by Gomez, and I could see Gamuri ended up taking that fight. I do think that fight's gonna go the distance, but I could see Gamuri getting that decision. Um, so yeah, these are my picks for UFC Fight Night in Paris. Good luck, guys.